Excellency Professor Issa, these are sort of two questions. One, successes that you've had in Nigeria, things that you've learned from those, but also what are the most important challenges that you've had to overcome and that you think we'll have to overcome in the future? Please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rudolph. Firstly, on the success story in Nigeria. And going through the lane of history, I can say the success story began around August 2019, which is more than 3 years today, by when we crafted the National Digital Economy Policy for a Digital Nigeria. Pillar number 7 in the policy is digital society and emerging technologies. AI falls under emerging technologies. AI, 5G, Internet of Things, cloud computing, autonomous vehicle, nanotechnology, biotechnology, all of them fall under emerging technologies. After crafting that policy, we commenced its implementation immediately. Parts of the implementation of that policy, we established what we call National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics. That is a world-class center established by the government of Nigeria, where we brought all the world-class facilities that are required, the personnel with the expertise to manage the center, and also to mentor our younger ones, particularly to discover the talent we have in the country and see how we can effectively harness this talent that will come up with a solution to our indigenous challenges and problems within the country. The center has been very successful so far. Part of the events organized by the center, for example, only last week, the center concluded a form of training for our children, usually at primary and secondary level. We call the program Catch Them Young, meaning we challenge our children, our young innovators, starting from primary school, to think of any complex problem in our society and to come up with a solution that will address that complex problem through artificial intelligence. Over 800 of them participated, and only after the first training, one of my children came back home and he was telling me that he was working on how my smartphone will recognize his own face as my own face. And I say, how can that happen? He said, you are my father. We share many things biologically. So we need to come with a solution where your son can be identified by your smartphone as you are the one. So look at it. With just starting the training, he started thinking outside the box on how to resolve a problem by leveraging on our biological relationship of father-son. And at the end of the training, one of my children got the second best prize in the country. Fantastic. Through what? Through identifying a problem and coming up with a solution in artificial intelligence. So this is part of what we have started. You will discover that children at primary school invented drones. And not only drones on paper, physically you can use the drones, and they're at primary level. Why? Because children are more inclined to technology. They are digital natives. They understand technology better than all of us. Because in our own case, we partake in transition. We witness the manual world in primary and secondary level, including university. We had to switch to digital world today, to the virtual world. But our children do not need any transition. They only witness the technological advancement and they are part of the virtual world. They don't need any transition. And part of what we have been doing, which is part of the success story also, is coming up with indigenous solutions that will address our indigenous problems. Like in agriculture, to attain food security, we came up with a program that is called National Adopted Village for Smart Agriculture. That is NAFSA. And more than 80% of that program relies so much on artificial intelligence. We have trained around 815 farmers today. And each and every farmer has his own farm, where we train them, we provide the facilities they require, and we monitor what they do. And by implication, if you adopt smart agriculture using artificial intelligence, in some cases, that will increase the productivity by over 300%. A case study of the Netherlands is a good example, which is not more than 42,000 square kilometers, but the second largest exporter of agro-produce in the world beside the United States of America, but only 42. So this is another success story. And thirdly, we organize challenge where we participate in international events. In 2020 and 2019, I led a team of young Nigerians to an international event in which more than 760 contestants participated. One of the candidates I led, the young innovators from Nigeria, emerged as the global best in artificial intelligence. This is another success story.
Thank you.
And finally, we came up with National Startup Bill. That bill is to provide so many opportunities for our young innovators to leverage on AI and come up with solutions. Government is willing to provide seed funding. Government is willing to support by tax holiday, by incentives, by loan where applicable. So these are some of the initiatives.
Merci.
There could be challenges, but we always consider challenges and failure as part of success, not opposite of success.
Absolutely.
So they only motivate us to do more. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I know now